Hello and welcome to Ain't Gonna Lie, the show with the real questions and real answers produced by real teens. My name is Matt and I'll be your host. For the past 6 months, the Valley United Way's Youth Leadership Program has researched the topics that affect the Valley High School's teens. Today, Kristen and Sabrina will give you the startling facts about teen stress.
Hi, I'm Sabrina.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and today we're going to be talking about teen stress. Throughout the U.S., more and more high school students are suffering from different anxiety disorders. Some common stressors in a teenager's life are school, work, parents, friends, boyfriends or girlfriends, and drug pressures. I'm sure most of us can relate to one of these.
I know I can. Studies show that 25% of boys don't try and deal with their stress, they just avoid it. But when it comes to girls, 45% of them actively try and deal with their stress. Some physical signs of stress are headaches, stomach aches, nerves, and increased heart rate. Some emotional signs of stress are anger outbursts and depression. Stress is inevitable, but there are some healthy ways that you can deal with it.
Now, Megan and Jackie will share with you the results from a survey conducted throughout the Valley.
With many teenagers trying their hardest to succeed in and out of school, we decided to poll teenagers from the different high schools in the Valley to see how stress is present in their lives. We asked, does stress affect academic and athletic performances? Out of 295 students, 78% replied yes, while 22% replied no.
We also asked, do young people today experience more stress than those who were teenagers 10 or more years ago? Out of 295 students, 87% said yes, while 13% said no.
Now to Kristen to talk to an expert about stress.
Hi, I'm Kristen Hanowitz, and I'm here today with Patty McManus, and we're going to be talking about teen stress. So, Patty, what do you think the biggest stress factors are for teenagers today?
There's a number of stress factors for teens today, and I would have to say the number one stress factor is peer pressure. Teens need to feel that they fit in, and they want to feel accepted, and that leads to a lot of other issues because that leads teens to making decisions about using drugs or alcohol or getting involved in the wrong group of kids, and that may not be consistent with their values and what they've been brought up to do and what the right thing is to do, and that creates a lot of pressure for teens. Also, school and homework is a huge pressure for our teens today, and parental expectations. Our teens are really overscheduled. They're in a lot of competitive sports and after-school activities, and all of those issues put together really create a lot of stress for our teens today.
Are there ways to alleviate stresses that teens should regularly do?
There are, in fact. There are a number of ways to alleviate stress. First and foremost, a support system, a safety net. All teens should have at least one adult, preferably a parent, but I know that's not always an ideal situation, but at least one adult that they can go and talk to. They can talk about their feelings, they can talk about their fears, their concerns, their worries, where they can really be themselves. And then in return, that adult can help them to monitor what their stressors are and how to handle those stressors. Other ways to alleviate stress for teens are learning coping skills, learning how to take big projects and breaking them down into manageable chunks, and also learning how to take care of themselves. A lot of teens don't get enough sleep. I know they keep hearing that over and over again. A lot of teens don't eat right, and they don't know how to relax. They don't know how to unwind in a personal and safe way.
What aspects of a teenager's life are most stressful?
Again, I would have to revert back to your first question and say that peer pressure. There's so much pressure in our media on what and how we should behave, and that pressure creates a lot of internal stress for teens because it interferes with their family life and their school life.
Why do you think there are more pressures to succeed in today's society?
Well, first of all, the media. Media portrays examples of what they believe success should be. And our teens watch a lot of TV, they're on the internet all the time, and they feel that success is these rich models and actors and even major professional athletes. They feel that that's what they need to strive for to be successful.
What effect does teenage stress have on young people in the future?
Well, we pass down our coping skills and our ability to cope. And if our young people today don't acquire those coping skills, healthy coping skills, if they turn to drugs and alcohol, then we're passing down that dysfunction to our future generations.
Can you describe how stress affects the body?
Absolutely. It affects the body really in 3 different ways. It affects the body physically. It can cause headaches and stomach aches, rapid heart rate, sweaty palms, or just sweating all the time. It also affects us mentally. It causes us to have trouble concentrating, paying attention, focusing. A lot of teens will say, you know, I can't concentrate, I can't focus, I can't organize myself. And then emotionally, and it can cause depression and anxiety, which then can lead to future and more severe problems.
Add any information you would like to share or discuss, like any ways that you think are helpful coping ways for teens to deal with stress. Like, what do you think is the best way?
I can't stress enough finding that one adult that you're safe with, that you can explore your feelings. Teens have so many issues. Just the physiological process of going through puberty is such a huge change emotionally and physically. So finding that one adult you're safe with, who you believe is looking out for your best interests, and talking to that individual. And again, taking care of yourself, being forgiving of yourself, and trying to do the best you can and not beating yourself up.
Thank you, Patty, for talking with us today. I'm Kristen Hanowitz.
Now to Kristen for the wrap-up.
As you may know, many teenagers experience some level of stress, whether it is from school demands or family and friend problems. Teens feel more stressed when a situation is difficult, dangerous, or painful, and this stress can lead to anxiety, aggression, physical illness, and even withdrawal. To cope with stress, teens often resort to the wrong solution, and they may begin using drugs or drinking alcohol. However, there are many ways to manage stress, including exercising and eating regularly, avoiding excess caffeine, illegal drugs, and tobacco, and learning relaxation exercises and practical coping skills. Decreasing negative feelings about yourself, learning to feel good about something you've accomplished, and trying not to be a perfectionist may also help. Music, drawing, or writing can allow you to take a break from stressful situations. It is also important to build a network of friends to help you cope with stress. If you are a teenager coping with stress and you need help, please contact the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, or the AACAP, at 800-333-7636.
For more information, here's where you could go. Parent Child Resource Center, www.electronicvalley.org, 954-0543. American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, 1-800-333-7636. www.thehealthcenter.info/teenstress.
Thank you for watching Ain't Gonna Lie, the show with real questions and real answers, produced by real teens.